Hello everybody, my name is Hellkaiser and welcome back to the Coffin of Andy and Leyley. We're 4 hours in now. We agreed to side with Ashley for this part of the ending. And now we killed our parents and we're going to clean up the bodies. I'm looking for something to unclog the drain, I think, ain't I? How do you unclog this thing anyway? After we unscrew the lid, we can pour down some baking soda and vinegar down the drain. Okay, yeah, he's got the right idea. I got the vinegar. I don't have the screwdriver. Or maybe I do. I think I'm still missing baking soda. I guess it'd be in the fridge. I mean, we always keep baking soda in our fridge. My mom always did, and I just did the same thing. Okay, it's in the top cabinet. So I think that's everything? Yeah, nothing I don't think in here of any use. The rubber gloves. Oh no, she commented on them, but she won't use them. I don't think these guys are big on hygiene. Okay, so I already have the screwdriver. Andrew unscrews the drain lid. Pour in some, you pour the baking soda in first. You pour down a generous amount of baking soda and then douse it with vinegar. The soda starts bubbling up, but the clog doesn't seem to loosen one bit. Well, we tried. I'll get you some rubber gloves. I'm the one who's going to have to go in and I'm the one who's going to have to go get in there. But of course, I'm but a dainty little lady. You can't expect me to do a man's job. I love how she's one of those, there's no such thing as equal rights when I don't want there to be. Fine, just give me the gloves. Here you go, have fun. Handed Andrew the rubber gloves. He digs out the God knows what out of the drain. A seemingly never-ending amount of God knows what. Oh God, that's disgusting. Oh, I'm gonna gag. You're not helping. Fuck, that's gross, Andy. Oh, it's like hair and... Bold of you to call me that when I am unarmed. When I'm armed. Oh, he isn't. You wouldn't. I love how they just killed their parents and he can just have this little, I'm gonna bug her with the drain goop. Come here, you. Ah, no, don't you dare. No, I'll fucking kill you in your sleep. Any last words? Forgive me, Andrew. Andrew, I'm sorry. I apologize. Fine. You're spared. For now. The drain works. Let's get this over with. You and your brother dismember your parents and disembowel them and decapitate them. You also make a mental note to yourself about Andrew. Instead of oscillating between freaking out and apathy like you expected him to. Okay, yeah, he's just butchering them. Calmly looking. What's up with that face on her? Who is it? What? No, nothing, Andrew. If you're tired, I can take care of the rest. What? No, it's really nothing. I must be seeing things. Huh? What? To think I'd ever bear witness to you being distraught over our parents' corpses. Oh, right. Then again, I bet you're just moping over finally getting your hands dirty. And, you? What? Are you doing alright? This is the first time she's ever really showed that much consideration over him. Or any form of worry. As alright as I can be, considering the circumstances. That's good. Okay, again, she's making weird faces. You're being weird. Look who's talking. Yeah, he is kind of weird. Alright, enough time wasted. Andrew continues casually butchering your parents. Yeah, the way she words this. Incidentally, there's a knot in your stomach. Okay, so let's try to break down what we just saw. And if you're wondering why I'm taking pictures, I'm kind of taking pictures to do like a little note thing at the end of this. I might do some sort of review or something. This is an interesting game. This is the first time we've ever seen her stop and like ask him, "Are you okay, Andrew?" Also, if you'll notice, she has a weird look on her face. It looks like a mixture of maybe disgust and like some form of arousal. And then you combine it with the smile on the end. I'm going to go more towards arousal or maybe some form of like happiness or something. And then, you know, she says he's acting weird and stuff. And I mean, he is just, if anything, there's a smile on his face while he's cutting up his mom and his dad. You know, what does this mean, though? If I had to interpret it, I say she's happy that he's working with her, but she's also kind of nervous because, you know, that's the knot in her stomach. Because now that he's getting like her, does he need her? You know what I mean? If she's the killer, she's the violent one, or at least the one who guides him to do violent acts. If he's now doing them on his own, what does he need her for? You know? Plus, he was just playing with her with the hair thing so casually after all this. It is a complete tonal shift for him. So what's the plan for all this? We're to dispose of it all. Yeah, but how? We'll use whatever means available in the house. Let's look around and see what we can do. Also, he's taking charge of corpse disposal. Ooh, I know, let's turn some of the meat into a soup. Throw in some vegetables, maybe spices, and then throw the rest away as scraps. What do you mean the rest? What do you think? I'm eating some. Why do you want to eat the parents? I get why they ate the guy. They were starving, but you're not starving now. Do what you want. What was in that soup you made earlier? What were the ingredients again? The recipe's right there. Read it. Shame on me for thinking you'd be helpful. It was meat, onions, potatoes, and carrots. Chop everything up and throw them in a pot. Ah, there we go. Thank you. And I knew you memorized it, you fucking nerd. You're welcome. So she's actually gonna cook the parents. Why do you want to cook your parents? So, the whole eating thing the first time, like I said, it's sick, but if you're in a situation, it isn't even like they had tree bark or bugs or anything to eat. They were literally starving to death. You do what you have to do in a survival instance. This is just her wanting to eat them because she's a nut. Why would you do that? I get killing them. They didn't seem like they were that good of parents. I'm observing. From what we see, the dad is a bit of a yes man to the mom. And the mom seemed a bit, from even her own confession, distant of a parent. And so, you know, I get maybe killing them and not liking them. Again, they're psychos. But why eat them? Got a pile of organs, got all the limbs, that's a lot of limbs, got a head, got two torsos, and got a head. You cut the limbs into chopped meat. You skin the heads. Why would you want the face, skull? What I do with their faces? Make masks out of them? I don't know, throw them in a fireplace? What about the skulls? Well, the skulls we can deal with later along with the other bones. You cut the potatoes into chopped potatoes. You cut the onions into chopped onions. You cut... she's using the same knife for all of this. You cut the carrots into chopped carrots. Look at that. Much better than your soup. Now, was there anything else we still need to deal with? Yes, you need to throw the faces and stuff. Can we burn the bodies here? It'd be like cremation. There's no way the temperature of this thing gets high enough. Boo-hoo, watch. You place the torsos above the fireplace. Andrew rolls his eyes but lights the fire for you. Well, would you look at that? Nothing's happening. Give it a minute, damn. This isn't working. Makes me kind of hungry, though. Let's leave this be for now. You throw the faces into the fire, too. Okay. Blood's all cleaned up. Is there anything else I can do down here? No. I guess the soup is brewing. Nothing to do out here. Nothing I can do in here. So what can we do? Can't interact with anything else in the house. Literally. I guess sit and watch TV? No. Sit at the table? No. Sink? Okay, I've been in every room. I don't know what I'm lacking now. A functioning toilet. Truly, this is a stellar mop. What is the problem here? There was something there. Oh, that's to go outside. I already got all this stuff that we need. The soup is brewing. I guess, do we, like, leave and drive the bones somewhere to bury them? But the torsos are cooking. I literally cannot do anything. While your parents might belong in the trash, isn't a good idea to dunk them in here as they are. Maybe the bodies look less conspicuous. Okay, now can I interact with anything? That's the only other thing I've literally been able to interact with. I'm starting to get kind of anxious here. I don't like sitting around doing nothing. I don't think it's a time-based thing. Can I, like, talk to Andrew? No, because he's just following behind me. Did I do something wrong? Can't sit down. You pour your parents' organs all to blender and blend away. Several servings of crimson smoothie emerge, which you pour down the kitchen sink. How's that? Good as gone. I'm genuinely surprised you didn't offer me any. What, did you want a disease or something? Of course I wouldn't offer you raw meat. You really take me for an idiot, don't you? Again, I love how they're willing to eat people, kill people, offer their souls to a demon, but eating raw meat is over the line. I take you for what you are, idiot. Watch your mouth. This idiot just poured your parents down the drain. Huh, alright, that was pretty smart, I guess, for an idiot. The soup is brewing, okay. Do you think the soup is ready? Oh, now it's ready, now that I left the room. Dinner's ready. I'm eating too. Of course, this is the last hearty home-cooked meal for a while, after all. I suppose. That's right, now say, unexpected. Okay, so even she expected him to protest eating the human meat. This was a test. And she's literally, like, what I'm assuming is feeding him, spoon-feeding him. And he opened his mouth without resistance, and now she finds that weird. He is being a little bit too nice. It's like he just accepted that now that he has nobody, she's all he's got, and so he's just, like, given entirely to, like, I guess you could call the devil on his shoulder. Well, how is it? It's okay. Just okay. I mean, it's better than last time, but why are you so picky? It's really dry. You overcooked it or something. Mom's just a dry person, alright? I don't know why that's funny. I guess, when it's a steak or hamburger or pork or whatever and something's dry, you don't think about why it's a person. It's dark and I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm a sick person. And how the hell is this dry? This is soup. No, Mom should be more salty. This is just bland and dry. I rate this waste of ingredients out of 10. Would not eat again. You will retract that statement at once. I slave away in the kitchen for you, and this is all the thanks I get? I'm sorry, but you can't cook. You are not forgiven. Oh, jackass, eat shit and die. Well, this food is certainly... What? Come on, I'm joking. It's not that bad, it's fine. More than fine. Yes, it's fantastic in a way my dumb ass can't appreciate. How about that? Why, yes indeed, this cooking is beyond my mortal comprehension. Correct. An out-of-this-world culinary experience which the likes of me cannot even taste properly. Because my taste buds simply aren't evolved enough to taste all the subtleties. Truly, what I said waste of ingredient, I meant it's a waste to feed it to me. Food of this caliber should only be fed to kings. No, gods. Man, that's some quality suck-up he just did. So exquisite is your cooking that I shall write a shitty poem about it. Oh God. Lo and behold, I implore you, come feast your eyes on her. Oh, and there's food too. To ease your weary soul, she's brewed a broth to give you quite the fright. There must be magic on her fingertips to cook such a delight. And yet the meat is drier than her lips, midnight. It was a bad poem, but it was a funny joke. Should I buy lip balm? I love this. It's dark and weird and creepy, but it's funny. It fits my sense of humor. She just insulted her food again, but she's more concerned about the dryness of her lips to please him. And the meat isn't dry, damn it. It's just right. Whatever. Humans are hard to cook. I'll get it next time. So you're gonna cook again? More humans? What next time? Whatever. Anyhow, I think we dealt with the flesh to the best of our capabilities, but we still need to do something about the bones. Well, first of all, I need to ditch the leftover soup. While you do that, I'll clean the kitchen. Okay, I guess what? Pour it down the garbage. Should be fine to chuck this in the trash bin outside, right? You threw away the leftover soup. Now I'm back to playing as Andrew. Need to figure out what to do with all the bones, so now I'll just collect them before Ashley loses track of them. Got some plastic bags. The flesh is burnt into charcoal, but the bones remain. Put them in one of the plastic bags. I guess what? Throw them away? Where'd she go? Okay, he won't throw them away. What can you do? Like puree them with a blender? Take them outside? No, he won't bury them. Surely he ain't gonna put them in the trunk of their car. Where did she go? What's she doing down here? What shall we do about these skulls? I'm thinking of throwing those in the ocean along with the rest of the bones. So much for making them disappear, huh? What do we do all this other crap for? Quiet, you. As long as the teeth are removed, it should be fine. Based on what logic? The dental records, I guess. You guess. How nice. Forgive me, oh beloved, for I've never gotten rid of a body before. Okay, notice he doesn't just call her sister, or forgive me, dear sister, or something. He calls her beloved. Generally, when you refer to someone as beloved, you mean it in a romantic sense. I have heard jokingly someone refer to their sister as beloved sister, but it was clearly within a joking tone. He could have said beloved sister. I know he's kind of like a poetry guy and stuff, but still, beloved is more romantic in use. I'm hoping one can't identify someone based on their bones alone. Do bones float, though? Aren't they kind of like sticks? I'll find something to weigh them down just in case. If I was him, and I've never done anything like this, but I am kind of a resourceful person. This is kind of dark to think about something like this, but the best thing to do, take a hammer, bust the jaw loose from the skull, smash all the teeth, collect the teeth, throw them into the blender, and grind them up as best as you can, make like a dust out of them, pour them down the sink. Smash the skulls and all the bones into bits as best as you can with like a hammer or whatever you got. And then weigh the bag down with some bricks or something and toss it in the ocean. Again, kind of dark. But it's a clever idea. You remove one of your parents' teeth using the screwdriver. Okay, that's weird. You got the teeth. Now find a way to get rid of them. He won't do the fireplace. He won't do the blender, which was my idea. What, trash can? No. Okay, there was a symbol popped up for a second. You fall down the toilet. Okay, that works. There, all gone. You wish you could do this to all of your problems. You got the toothless skull. Got the toothless skull. Do I talk to Ashley? So he loses the teeth, back the bones with some rocks, call it a day. Got it. Okay, where do I get said rocks? I think there's some out front. Oh, that bag. There we go. You place them in one of the plastic bags. Is that all the rocks? Or I don't imagine I need to be going into the neighbor's yard plucking rocks. Finally, all that remains now is cleaning up the basement. Do we have to? Yes, obviously. Why? We'll have to sacrifice someone again later anyway. Huh? Why would it have to be here? We're going to live here, right? We just have to keep paying our parents' rent or whatever. I wish we could, but eventually someone's going to go, hey, Mrs. Graves hasn't shown up to work in a while. So they get fired. So what? I doubt either of their bosses would care enough to file Mr. Person's report. There's also the fact that apparently they mingled with the people here. The neighbors will notice them gone despite their names still being on the door. We can tell some lie. Say we're house watching for our parents and so on. Listen, not everyone gives zero shits like you. They have co-workers, friends, other family besides us. What a bunch of whores. Why weren't they happy with just each other? Now notice the way she words that. She compares having friends, family, and co-workers to sexual infidelity. I mean, whore is generally a derogatory word for a loose person, or especially a loose woman. And she says, why weren't they just happy with each other? I'm the type of person, I consider myself to be kind of a romantic. I like to think that your partner should be, I'm not saying your only friend, but I like to think that, because especially you're in a position to share more and be in a closer way than you would be with any other friend, your best friend. You should be able to talk to each other, confide in each other, and want to do things together. So, I mean, realistically, your partner should always be your best friend. They're the ones that you should always want to be around, interact with, have fun with, play video games, go bowling, go for a walk in the park. It's a friendship unlike anything else. It's more than a friendship, but I mean, if you don't have a friendship, I don't think you have a romance. I get not wanting to hang out with somebody all the time, but to me, if you don't at least think to yourself, I'm going fishing, I should bring so-and-so along with me, unless she just doesn't like to do it, or he doesn't like to do it, depending on your relationship, or I'm going to go bowling with some buddies, I wonder if she'd like to come along. It's not like it's just a guy's thing or whatever. That's just what you do, in my opinion. But to me, in her mindset, if they're not happy with each other, just each other, then they're weird. And that says a lot about her mindset. You know, as she said, she doesn't want her brother being with anybody else. But in her mind, everybody should think like she does. That really does show her mind. That in her, she's not... When she said that she admits she has a black soul, that made me think, well, maybe she's aware that she's a bad guy, which is kind of strange in most media. Because most of the time, a good villain should never realize they're the villain. Think Thanos from Avengers, or, you know, several other good writing here and there. But Ashley is self-aware to a degree, but not to a full degree. She questions why other people can't think like she does, so she thinks she's the only person who thinks right. I didn't imply they fucked any of them. Irrelevant, it's all the same. See? Anyway, they can't all go, haven't heard from those two in a while, oh well. Someone's going to come looking with the authorities, and who will they find here? Their children who they didn't report their parents missing. Officer asks, how the fuck aren't you dead anyway? If you don't want to stay here, just say so. It's not that I don't want to, I just don't think we can. Well, can we at least use their IDs? We can be the new improved Mr. and Mrs. Graves. We'd run into the same problem as with our own IDs. Once the authorities start looking for them, they'll see what we've been up to with theirs. Sorry, Ashley, I wish it was that easy. Whatever, I'll clean the basement then. Also, notice what she said. She wanted to be the new Mr. and Mrs. Graves. I wish I'd taken a picture of that for later. So to her, now, she could just mean on the surface. But she does say she wants to be Mr. and Mrs., meaning husband and wife, Mr. Graves and Mrs. Graves. So she's willing to, at least on the surface, pretend to be the wife of her brother. That's kind of messed up, isn't it? I mean, this is the same brother and sister couple that he puts his hand on her ass and she doesn't seem to mind. But I mean, that really is strange. Damn it, I really thought we were in the clear after all this. Whatever, I'm gonna need a mop. Okay, got the excellent mop. I like how she has a connoisseur of mops. There, all cleaned up. Now what? Oh, mop up the symbols. There. Should I put the candles back in the box too? Yeah, I wouldn't just leave 4 candles. Returned all the candles to the box. Okay. Now let's go find our brother. All done. Are we ready to go? I think so. There's no way to tell if we missed something still. Other than maybe see if you have a dream where we're caught, I guess. I offered 2 souls, so it stands to reason I have at least 2 visions to come. How about I take a nap and see if a disaster awaits us? Please do. Okay, where to? So, what are the conditions to get... she's just going to sleep in her parents' bed. To get a vision. As in, what did the demons say about it exactly? Hell if I remember. You don't? Ugh. Could you possibly give any less of a fuck? That'd be great. Oh, do forgive me, Your Highness. It's been a week or 2. And up yours, you didn't even remember our parents' address. Which is, of course, just as important as this. Look, it just said I need to hold on to it to have a clairvoyant dreams. That's it. It was in my pocket last time when it happened. Then could I hold it this time? Give it to me, so maybe... It gave it to me, so maybe it wouldn't work with you. What's it hurt to try? God, you can't read between the lines for shit. That was me telling you no. I did get it, I just don't care. Stop being so selfish all the time and let me try. It's my trinket. Ever heard of sharing? How am I supposed to share this? Do you want to cut the trinket in half? I'm sure that's a great idea. No, just... We're not cutting it. That's not it, but I'm sure we can both hold it at the same time. See if either of us gets a vision. How? It's a bit small. Between our hands, right? Oh my, how romantic. Come again? Holding hands when we sleep together. Man, fuck off. Alright, forget this. Good night. I'm kidding, it's fine. Though I still think I should be the only one who has a vision. Oh, I'm going to be the only one who has a vision. We'll see. Good night. Good night. Let's see what she dreams. Fuck this. How am I supposed to sleep after you went and said something so off color? It doesn't help at all that Mom said something outrageous too. Oh yeah, I heard that. So she was actually standing at the top. I figured. So she did the kissing him just to make her mom. So that makes sense. So that wasn't just. That was literally to make her believe that even more. So you did, huh? So that's what that little show was about earlier. Did you see her face? That was great. I hope she regretted her entire life just then. Pretty sure she just regretted giving birth to us. I'll take it. If for once she regretted the both of us, then I'm happy. Okay, now that's an interesting statement. Again, so to her, she knew her mom didn't like her. But I guess I take it as Andrew being the good one. He's roped into her situation. She knew that he killed that girl with Ashley. But I guess she figured he didn't mean to her. He was just an accomplice. But she was disappointed in him for the first time. And that made Ashley happy that in her mind, the mom saw both of them as the losers now. What? Nothing. Good night. It isn't long until sleep takes you over. Okay, now we're back in the dream world. Let's drop a save. Got pink plushie. What's this? The sucky drawing. Over to the TV. Whoa, who drew this garbage? Okay, wait, that's a red line that goes... Okay, so there's like 2 X's. Okay, what's this? Got a red crayon. Nothing but static. The pink plushie sits amongst the papers. Okay, I can't do nothing. Okay, what do I do here? Oh, I can draw a line. But why only that way? What about... Okay, got the green crayon. Oh, because the green crayon leads the way to this one. You gotta go from the TV. There we go. Got the blue crayon. Now what do I do with the blue crayon? Bring it to the plushie. There. Okay, that's the demon eye. The TV and you watch each other. More importantly, this episode is titled Leyley and Leyley Alone. Okay. Is this like their house as a kid? The pink plushie sits by itself. Take it. There's a lot of father plushie won't budge. Mother plushie won't budge. Okay, so the pink and green plushies represent... Okay, got a stool. Andy and Leyley. Place down the pink plushie. Okay, but place down the green plushie. Okay, the plushies seem happy together. Okay, so this is an interesting picture right here. The pink and green plushies are happy. There's a heart. Now, when you place one plushie away... the other one gets mad, or at least she got mad. Got the mom plushie, got the dad plushie. Set down the green plushie. Okay, why would I do that? The pink plushie fell off the seat. That's interesting. Oh, I get what this means because the parents were here. So it represents that he was welcome at the table, but she was kind of pushed away. Okay. Place the green plushie. Okay, that unlocked this. Got the yellow floozy. Got the purple huzzy. This plushie seems to be quite the ladies' man. Place the yellow plushie through the a bit of wishful thinking. So clearly, the yellow plushie represents his girlfriend. I can't remember her name. It locked away. That's the girl that she killed. Now exactly where it belongs. What's this? Threw mom and dad plushies into the pot. Got the best thing in the world. Okay, notice how she said, so this plushie represents Andrew. And to her, that's the best thing in the world. So even though they argue, even though they fight, all the stuff that goes on between them, to her, that is the best thing in the world. That's a very interesting psychology thing. To her, he is everything. That is a very emotional, that's not a very good emotional thing. There's nothing in the cage. There. All better. Okay, so notice, that's another thing. Think, to her, locking Andrew in a cage is all the better. In her mind, this is the greatest thing in the world, and it belongs in a gilded cage, a gold cage. That's very interesting. So to her, he only belongs with her, locked away. Okay, what's this? Pedestal with nothing on it. But notice the drawing, it's two rabbits, one in a hat and one in a dress, so a boy and a girl. And the girl's in love, clearly. Got the flower. Enamored evening. So they're in love. Got the knife. Place down the flower. So he's giving her flowers. Okay, what's this drawing? The end. Once upon a lousy life. Okay, so that's them as kids, clearly, the one on the left, the lousy life. The end is when he was with that girlfriend of his. See, she's separate. It's clearly Leyley, because it's got the choker collar on, the bunny, the pink bunny. Got a heart. Finally, you monster. Got the sunshine. Got a broken heart. So, she's broken-hearted. But she's happy there. They're happy together. She's broken-hearted. And they're happy. Okay, both the doors are locked. Did I do something wrong? I think maybe it's supposed to be sunshine here. Okay. So that unlocked a door over there. Let's see if we can swap this up and see what these are. Okay. Let's drop another save here. So, that shows them happy. There's the pink and the green rabbit with a heart above their heads. And that has them... Okay. So this is like another multiple ending sort of deal? So let's see this ending, I guess. Somehow it seems like a highly questionable idea to take this route. I know what I'm all about. Okay, more drawings. And then there's Andrew in the cage. Classmates. Okay, so that's the pink girl again. That's Ashley. Yeah, because it's got the hair. The purple one is the Nina girl, and I can't remember the yellow girl's name. Julia. That's her name, Julia. So that's the three of them, but she does not look happy with Nina and Julia. Parents. So that's her mom. That's the mom. But who's the other pink rabbit? There's two. Maybe that pink one's the dad and her? What's this say? Friends. So, yeah, that's Ashley and Julia as friends, as adults. Got the key. Siblings. And she's if you look at these paintings, she's not happy with Julia. She's not happy with Julia and Nina. She's even got her face crossed out for Nina. She's not smiling with her mom, and her mom doesn't look very happy with her. The only time she's happy is with Andrew. Got the green plushie. Now what? I can place him somewhere. I can't place him there. Parents. Okay. He's corrupted that. Okay, again, notice how the paintings have changed her. When Andrew's around, she's happy. She replaced the girls with Andrew, and they're happy. She replaced her and Julia with her and Andrew, and she's happy. She replaced her mom and her dad with Andrew holding her as a baby, and she's happy. And remember, she said something about how she was pretending a cupcake was a birthday cake in his dream. And he's holding a cupcake with candles. So he's celebrating her birthday. So her parents must not have taken much interest in her birthdays, and he threw her parties and stuff. So you can see why she loves him so much. He really is everything to her, but it's an unhealthy everything. There's the demon. Okay, what's this? Okay, so Andrew's smoking. Now, I'm guessing this was the dream for the future. Penny for your thoughts? No deal. Come on, give me one word. Mortifying. Okay. He's shirtless. She's shirtless. He's smoking. She's got bruise on her shoulder, a bite mark on her shoulder. He's got claw marks on his shoulder. I heard this game might have had something like that. I thought it might have just been the ass grab and stuff. So they actually become an item. I mean, I don't think they just lay in bed naked together, so yeah. And he's smoking after sex. Yeah, she's clearly she's got bite marks on her shoulder. That's a hickey. It didn't seem like it a minute ago. So I think you meant to say gratifying. So yeah, he said it was mortifying. She says it's gratifying. Big words don't fit in your mouth. Yeah, something else fit in it just fine earlier. Oh, okay. And he's laughing. Oh yeah, so mortified, are you? You know, I'm easy to distract. Some guilty conscience you got. Okay, he's pulling her by the choker. Better than yours. Come here, you. Wait, gently, damn it. the vision ends without you dying. So at least there's that, you suppose. Well, you wonder if Andrew saw it too. She does not look that upset by that outcome. She does have like some sweat running down her or something. It doesn't look like tears, I don't think. Yeah, he saw it. He doesn't look mortified though, like he said in the dream. He looks lovingly embarrassed. You know what? It's like when a guy says to a girl, "You're cute," he's blushing, you know. Mayhaps. Oh shit, you're awake. Well, hello to you too. Yeah, good morning, or evening, I guess, or whatever. Right, so hey, did you get a vision? Probably not. Really? Did you see dreams like that a lot then? Do you see dreams like that a lot then? I don't! He jumped off the bed. But, so you did see it. Quite the vision, huh, big brother? That was not a vision. The demon is messing with us. Yeah, that's it. That's just it. It's because we tried to be cheap and get 2 visions at the price of 1, so it gave us a fake vision instead. That only explanation that makes sense. Oh, please. I mean, it is your trinket. Clearly you were right and I wasn't supposed to use it. Sure, keep selling it. I'm totally not buying. Screw you. Yeah, you just might. Fuck off. Do you honestly think that? I don't know, you tell me. Listen here, you. Fucking spare me, I don't want to hear it. You just helped me desecrate our parents' corpses, yet getting laid is what you freak about. I honestly have to admit, now this might be a telling of me, but she's making sound logic. I mean, think about it. They have committed murder. They have killed a security guard, killed a woman, offered a demon's soul the 3rd bodyguard. So technically, I'm going to say they killed him. They killed a hitman, which I'm going to not count that against them. So they've committed 3 murders. They made a deal with the demon twice. They killed their own parents. They committed patricide. And yet, incest is where he draws the line. I mean, you've already made a deal with the devil. You've done killed your parents. You've done murdered 3 people. What have you... I mean, let me put it this way. If it was me, now this might, like I said, be kind of wrong, but I'd be thinking to myself, I'm pretty much already damned to hell. Why not just go all the way, you know? Just ride this train to the end. And she's even planning to kill more people and possibly eat them. So how much further bad can you be? Oh, I forgot to mention the cannibalism. So, yeah, I mean, is it wrong? Yes, but is everything else you've done wrong? Yeah. No one got laid. And you keep telling me I'm messed up. What a joke. He's having a crisis. We're not like that, are we? Oh, he's back on the bed. I don't know. You just come off that way sometimes. Huh? How so? A tad jealous. Oh dear, what's that? Wishful thinking? Tell that to my ex. Let's pretend you don't have a bit of a jealous streak of yourself. Now that's wishful thinking. Fat chance, get over yourself. I don't think I need to ask you this, but let me anyway. It's never going to come to that, right? You and me. Never say never. Never say never, Andrew, my dear. Oh my god. It's not funny. Don't joke about this. Why? Am I getting your hopes up? Or maybe something else? Say what you say. Did that vision get you? I'm out of here. Why is it such a massive issue to you? We've done way worse things together. I do agree with that. Honestly, I figured it would happen eventually. Okay, so this really was no surprise to her. Why are you like this? Why would you say this? Why would you think this? I Wow, what a landmine, huh? Well, yeah. Forget this. Forget this whole thing. Fine, but that was clearly a vision, so it'll probably come up sooner or later. Well, in your last vision, the guy slit our throats, yet here we are. So let's just leave it at that. Alright, then, if you say so. Andrew sweeps the elephant under the rug and calls it a day. Anyway, let's go throw Mom and Dad in the ocean, yeah? Okay, so let's talk about that scene for a second. Like I said, I was told that there was something like that in this game. I didn't know what it was. This is a prediction, and like Andrew said, they were predicted to die, but they did not die. So this could not happen. This could just be what you call the developer kind of... Because I do know that... Let me mention this. I never mentioned this before. This game blew up on Twitter, or X, whatever it's called, about that scene. Again, I didn't know the full bit of it. I didn't play the game. I just heard a lot of people talking about it. I've seen some YouTube videos or like jokes like in web comics and stuff. But I'm gonna be honest, and this, like I said, might sound weird, but to me, that isn't really that dark of a thing. If that was like, this was the game about an incest sibling couple, then yes, I'd say it would be a little bit more shocking if that was the only thing about them. But, you know, this isn't the first game or anything to mention stuff like this. I remember this game, my girlfriend started playing a lot of visual novels, and I played a few of them with her. I remember playing like Neoparka, or whatever it's called. And I never even played the later ones. I think they're, on 4 or 5 now. And some other stuff. I remember one called Lucy, which was a lot like, I can't remember, there was an anime very similar about a girl named like Chi, I think was her name. But I watched that anime and I played that game, and I think it's a Korean visual novel, and I thought that was a lot similar to that game. But there was this one that we played together. I think she was gifted it by a friend or something like that. And it was called Love Ribbon. And I think it's a Japanese game. It might not be. But it's about 2 female siblings who fall in love. And there was this anime. It is based on a video game. I can't remember the name of it. Tatsu something or another. Some of you will probably know it and maybe can mention it in the comics. But it's about this guy who lives on like an island or something, and he meets all these girls, because of course he does, but his sister's sick, and she gets better, and they fall in love and become a couple, and they run away together or something at the end of the series. Again, I don't remember the name of it. So this isn't the first time I've ever seen this in any form of media. If you remember the Crow movie with Brandon Lee, gone too soon, rest in peace. The main bad guy, I can't remember his name, his lover, and like his advisor, she was like a witch or something, or into predictions and witchcraft and stuff. She was his sister, and they slept together. They kissed in the movie, and he said she was his sister, or at least his half sister. I think he said they share the same father. So I mean, other things have addressed incest. Is it wrong? Yes. I mean, it's as wrong as some other crimes, but I'm not going to lie. At the end of the day, when you look at just the incest, and you look at just the murder and cannibalism, which is the lesser of those evils? I mean, at this point, like I said, these are not good people. It's established that they're not good people. What does it matter? You know, it's not going to bother me, but it might bother some people. So, will there be like this sex scene between them? I don't know. It could just be the developer teasing. I'll say this, he got a heck of a reaction out of the internet. It's made this game they're rolling them down the hill. Oh, it fell out of the bag. I hate you. It's not my fault the stupid bag ripped on sewn. I don't care. Hurry and pick him up. Thank God no one's here at this hour. Vroom vroom. Okay, so don't stray too far into the light, just in case someone does pass by. There we go. Andrew drops the bag with the bones and rocks into the ocean. Since my bag broke, how do we make sure the skulls sink? They'll probably be fine. Well, in that case, I bet I can throw further than you. They're seriously gonna have a bet. Bet you can't. Oh yeah, definitely. On the count of 3. 1, 2. He pushed her. Ooh, what's that? Looks like I won. Filthy cheat. Nope, you never said pushing wasn't allowed. Oh yeah, well here's your fucking prize, jackass. It's a fist to the face. A hug, why thank you. What's up with the demon roar she just did? You're a little different lately. Am I no fun anymore? More like, let me think. How have you been sleeping lately? Are you actually looking for a fight? I'm not talking about that, I just mean in general. Your insomnia and your nightmares, how are those? It's decent, all things considered. Yeah. Unexpectedly, you seem to be doing just fine. Okay, that clearly upsets her. Like I said, with the knot in her stomach and stuff, he's becoming unnecessary. You know, well, she's becoming unnecessary to him. He's sleeping fine, his insomnia is not bad. His nightmares aren't bothering him. He's committing murder. Or not, he didn't kill his parents, but he let them be sacrificed. I'm going to count that as murder. He butchered them without much care. He ate the bodies without much of a fight like he did the first time. Yeah, he is becoming uncannily calm. Well, don't be happy for me or anything. Andy's all grown, doesn't need me anymore. Andy's dead, I don't think he needs anything. Even so, there's the trinket too. You're apparently the only one that's allowed to use it, so there's that. I don't know about that, but it certainly showed me one way to keep him around. Okay, so again, think about how she just worded that. It showed me one way to keep him around. So to her, she's willing to have sex with him. She even said she's surprised it hasn't happened already. So, I mean, it wasn't like that prediction or that image of the future bothered her. I mean, yeah, he's grabbed her ass. They look like they're about ready to make out on 2 or 3 different occasions. I do agree, it looked like it was going to happen regardless. But, she's literally, it's like, okay, if this will keep him around, I'm fine with it. I suppose. Right, I'm honestly pissed we don't know what's coming next. It's really hard to plan what to do now. Ah, right, so what do we do? The money has bought us some time, but we still need to find ourselves new identities. Do we really, though? Can't we just live in the car and mug random people for a living? That's just not going to work very long. Every time we try our luck, we're more likely to get caught. Then can't we buy fake identities? I know people do that sometimes. Point me to the guy who sells them, and I'll get right on that. Ah, that cultist club seems like a really sketchy spot. Maybe somebody there knows who sells them. Probably not, though. Stop being such a defeatist. Let's go take a little look-see. It's a crap idea to go anywhere near where we killed that guy. Also, that motel was the only one letting us stay with cash only. Fine, but we're leaving the car in some random parking lot, since there's definitely an ongoing investigation for that hitman's death. Right, cool. Whatever, let's get going. What's that? I had a mole here? Are you coming or what? In a minute, let me finish this. Wasted time and money. I love it. Glad to hear it. So, no, that's not that's the demon's eye. End of episode 2. Want to save the game? Sure. You can continue once episode 3 Burial has been updated. So that's it. That's the end of the game for now. Like I said, episode 3 is coming out first quarter next year. So January, February, March, April, maybe May at the latest. There's supposed to be a dev update in December, which, as of the day of recording this, is November 12th, so, a couple weeks away. I will say this about the game right now. If you've ever seen that Rob Zombie movie, I think it's called, 3 from Hell, or something like that. It's got his wife, Sherry Moon Zombie, in it, and I can't remember the other two. It's a sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses, and it had another movie, a third one, and it's like a trilogy, ultimately, about this evil family. Rob Zombie said when he's making the second movie that I think it's called 3 from Hell. It's gonna bug me, so let me Google the name. If my stupid browser will pull up. Three from Hell. Okay, that's the sequel. The Devil's Rejects is the movie I'm thinking of. That's what it's called, The Devil's Rejects. So, The Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie said, was a movie attempt to make 3 killers into lovable assholes, or something to that degree. It's a rough translation. And if you've not seen the film, I'm going to spoil the whatever I just said the name of the movies was. But the 3, it's like a father of the girl, and then her brother by a different father. So it's like a weird family. They go on a road trip. They rape a woman. They kill her and her husband, and they're degenerate, evil people in the beginning of the film. Especially if you saw House of a Thousand Corpses, which is the first movie, which they kill even more innocent people. And they have a shootout with the cops and stuff. But after they do some of the violent acts, they're shown having a good time and being a weird, kind of messed up but friendly family to each other to a degree. And they're supposed to kind of be likable. Will I say that they're likable? No. I'd say if you saw them being normal first and then saw the violent acts, it might be a little bit easier to root for them because you've already seen them as good people or decent people and grown to like them. Once you see the violent acts, it makes it harder to like them, especially because they have no redeeming qualities. The Coffin of Andy and Leyley reminds me a lot of that movie, but it's slightly better if I had to say anything. If I had to word it, let me try to word it this way. You see them locked up together where they're pretty much the only cast for the first episode. And you see their interactions with each other. You see that they are very close. And you do kind of like them. They're weird. They talk to each other bad, and they clearly have a bit of a sketchy past. But they are likable people. That they fight, but they're friends. They have this weird, emotionally dependent relationship. And it draws you into the story because you kind of want to know, how did they get so fucked up? Then when the bad things happen in the first episode, they're still interesting couple because everybody they kill, aside from the girl, is justified. The 2 guards are literally holding them prisoner. Whether they have parasites or not, nobody knows. And they won't be fed. They're starving to death. They had to eat somebody to survive. And so it's all redeemable. So, and even through the first half of episode 2, they kill a hitman that's trying to kill them. Not exactly bad people at this point. Other than the murder of the girl, which again, maybe you can think, well, she would catch them leaving. She's an obstacle to their leaving. She doesn't want to leave. It's in a way somewhat justified. And that's why I like the writing in this. Everything is well done. You only see them as deplorable people at the end. You see how she's just this soulless person who really does not care to kill her parents. She's willing to sleep with her brother if it keeps him near. As we see in her mind, he's the best thing in the world, and he belongs in a cage with her. And I like the dynamic. I like the characters. I really do want to see where this ends. I'd like to see where the other endings go. I might do an episode where we just see the other endings. But I might just wait for the third episode to come out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed so far. Like I said, bear with me a couple months on this. I don't know when the next episode will come out, but when it does, I will play it. Thank you so much for all of your support. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening.